I have 2 jobs and all of a sudden I want to quit both of them. And then what am I supposed to do? Hello, I just got off of work. I was planning on starting the vlog this morning, and then it ended up being one of those mornings where you wake up, you turn your alarm off, you go back to sleep, and then you wake up in a manic rush about 35 minutes later. Not late enough to where like I was actually late, but late enough to where we were frantic. Zach called it my gremlin mode, and that probably was pretty accurate. But I just got off work. Hi, I'm Anna. If you do not know me, I work at a youth detention center. I'm a social worker working with incarcerated youth, and today I had counseling sessions. I spent a whole lot of my day making envelopes and addressing Christmas cards, because on Monday I went around the whole facility and had the boys who wanted to write Christmas cards to their family that we could mail out. So a lot of them did that, and then I've been tasked with, making the cards we got don't have envelopes that actually fit them, and so I've been literally making envelopes out of cardstock, taping them down, and then writing the address, making sure the address is correct, and then writing the address. And I feel like Santa's little elf, so it has been fun. But it is Friday. However, I do work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so it's the middle of the work week here in my life, and then I guess now for you too, since you're in my life as of right now. But overall, a good day. Excited to be here, excited you're here with me, and let my vlog commence. I do want to take just a quick second to thank the sponsor of this video, who you have heard about before and you will definitely be hearing about again, but that is Ana Jewelry. Now, if you have subscribed anytime between last March and now, then you have exclusively seen me be wearing Ana Jewelry. These earrings that have been on me literally since March have been from them from the first time that I worked with them, but they were so kind to send some more pieces, which I have been dying for, and also to give subscribers of mine an exclusive 20% off whenever you use my code. So the link is in the description. My code will be in the description. The pieces that I got this time, I got a little ear cuff to go with the earrings that I always wear, just because I think those are such fun ways to not commit to an additional piercing, but act as though you have one. You'll see I have a little Z necklace. These initial necklaces are bestsellers on the Ana Luisa site. If you don't know, my boyfriend's name is Zach, so that's why Z is here. I also got this ring that is absolutely more beautiful than I thought it was even going to be. Like, I had high expectations, and it blew my expectations out of the box. And lastly, for this collaboration, I got this beautiful, beautiful bracelet. I'm always looking for bracelets, but I'm very picky about the amount of pretty and delicate, but also non-breakable that a bracelet will be, and I'm very excited to wear this one from Ana Luisa. These pieces are a great gift to yourself and affordable for being really great quality, which is awesome. Or also, if you have any last minute gifts that you're trying to get before Christmas, or maybe someone's birthday is coming up, then it is perfect for that as well. Ana Luisa is built on a value of sustainability as a company, which I think is so important, and we as consumers have the choice to support companies who are dedicated to sustainability. So as you can see, their packaging is recyclable and reusable. They have pieces starting as low as $39 to even higher end pieces if you want to really treat yourself this holiday season, or anybody else in your life. With all of the elegant, unique options that they have, there is something for everybody. They are durable and they are long lasting. For example, I've worn these earrings every single day since March. Something to be on the lookout for is that they are having an end of the year sale that is 20% off site-wide from December 20th to January 10th. So a nice chunk of days, but you never know which are going to sell out. So definitely check out the website, be on the lookout for that sale, or my code will get you 20% off. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for working with me on this video. Hello, happy Saturday. I'm about to head into work. It is just before 8 a.m. right now. It's like 7:50 or so. Today will consist of doing rounds. I think there's maybe like 10 kids I need to see or so, and I believe that is it. I guess I'll see when I get in there if there is anything else that's going to have to be done, but I am tired. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have my new trend of not wearing makeup to work, but also like I'm kind of feeling it. So we kind of touched on this in the previous Q&A. If you didn't watch that one, then that will give kind of more context to the feelings I'm going to disclose, but it is getting harder and harder for me to go into work these days. And a lot of it is just due to I mean, honestly, a lot of various different reasons. And it's not even like at this facility that I feel those reasons, but it obviously just like trickles over because it's the same job. And I last night had like, I don't know if it's a midlife crisis, a quarter life crisis, or if I'm just beginning to start actually feeling the feelings that people feel. Wow, the feelings that people feel during post-grad, where it's just like, what do I actually want to be doing? What jobs do I actually want to have? And so last night I was definitely feeling the brunt of that, and like was looking at like Indeed and different like job sites and everything, but then also feeling like, well, I don't really even know if I want any of these, and then also trying to think like logistically, how does this work? Just being stressed overall. So that's kind of like the mindset that now I'm entering today into, and I'm gonna try to just like take some deep breaths and, you know, be fine about it, because in the grand scheme of the world, like, this is not a crisis. It just is somewhat new to me. See you later.
This is it, and I swear there ain't nothing better. We're up and we're out in the perfect weather. I just wanna run away with you. I just wanna run away with you. Don't you wanna know that the time's changing? Don't you wanna know that the ride is yours? Don't you wanna roll away? Don't you wanna roll?
I'm making the executive decision that I don't have to do anything today and can just sit on the couch and read. I just finished editing another booktube video, which was okay, but I feel like you can tell that the little blues are hitting me. And please ignore the mess on both sides of me in the shot right now, because, you know, this is real life, apparently. Apparently this is gonna be a really real vlog. I think any time that I've like quote unquote gone through something since I've had a channel, I always wait for the resolution, for it to be resolved before I really talk about it, which I think in lots of cases can be beneficial, you know, in order to keep boundaries up and everything like that. But also I think sometimes they can portray, you know, life and expectations a little bit different than reality, and by being vulnerable of sorts, that can sometimes either help other people not feel isolated or alone in their experience, or sometimes it can even just make me feel more like real and authentic and not like I'm putting up any kind of front or any kind of wall, because I feel like if I'm vlogging this week and not talking about this, then that wouldn't really be like true to my week, because this has been on my mind pretty much every day this week. So in the spirit of vulnerability, I'm going to share like kind of what I'm going through and the thoughts that I'm having and everything, not necessarily asking for advice, but maybe if you have words of encouragement, or if you've had similar feelings and you'd like to share those, that would be great. But obviously I ask that you just respect, you know, my feelings and my thoughts. But as I talked about in the Q&A video, in the clips from earlier this vlog, I am feeling a big question mark about just like what I want to do. And in a like deep down to the heart sense, like I feel like whenever I think about it, I've been like fighting back tears for the past few days, and those feelings I'm pretty sure come from just like fear fear of the unknown. But basically my plan whenever I graduated, whenever I got my master's degree and was post-grad, I went straight into the job that I had been already interning with. And so it was a pretty straight path. Like I had about a month between ending classes and starting my job, which is, I feel like, kind of rare post-grad to feel so sure in a decision and to have a good opportunity come up like that. And so the plan at that time was that I was going to stay at that job for just a year and then look for other options. And I didn't know if I would still be in Atlanta for another year or if I'd be somewhere else, and I would just kind of look for a different option at that time. So like May 2023 was when I was thinking that I would make it until. And I was thinking that looks good on a resume, like 1 year post-grad experience. And in the beginning, I would get sad at the fact of like, oh man, I only have 10 months more to do this job. Oh man, I only have 9 months more to do this job, because I really enjoyed the work that I was doing and I absolutely adore my clients. I love working with them. I love getting to be with them during the days. But some cons of my current job, which this is going to be an inconclusive list because I am still working at my current job and I don't want, you know, some cons are the fact that it is quite low paying for what it is. Because I am part-time, I am often told that I'm not a real employee. There are no benefits. There is basically no sense of like appreciation, which you don't always need like to be loved for every single thing that you do, which just makes it, you know, more difficult to walk into a day not knowing what level of respect or politeness or kindness you're going to be met with. Just on top of that, the fact that the job itself is really hard, working within the jail system. The jail system sucks. It is trash, and I hate it. And there's a big part of me that feels as though by working within the system, I am enabling the system to continue doing what it does. And it's not a system that I believe in, and so then that just makes it very hard, and like kind of the cognitive dissonance, kind of like moral injury. Remember when I made that whole video on that? It's because it was like near and dear to my heart, of just very much working within a system that I do not believe in, do not agree with, think does more harm than good. And even if I try to do good work in each of my days, there is a part of me that feels like, oh, but I'm enabling the system by working in it. On top of that, there have been some traumatic experiences that are tough to go through that I have been exposed to because of my job, which just adds a whole nother layer onto the days being hard. So pretty recently, probably I would say Thanksgiving break, honestly, so like really recently, which is why usually I don't talk about stuff whenever it's like so recent in my mind. Probably Thanksgiving break is when it first occurred to me that I don't have an obligation to work there a year, even though I had decided that that was my path. Whenever I took, it was 5 days off in a row, it kind of brought light to how the world works very different outside of jail than it does inside of jail. And I had started getting very accustomed to how the world works inside of jail, and that's not something, like it's like the Twilight Zone, like that's not something that I want to live in. And so it started occurring to me, do I even want to stay at this job? While all that was happening, I was feeling anxiety and nervousness about upcoming tutoring classes, and like upcoming in the next couple of months, like not even super soon, because I think that I really just burnt myself out of that second job whenever I did way too much of it in August. And so all of a sudden it was like, I have 2 jobs and all of a sudden I want to quit both of them. And then what am I supposed to do? And with the social work jail job, there's also feelings of extreme guilt of the clients that I would leave behind, because just because I can quit a job and no longer have to go to a place doesn't mean that they're out, and doesn't mean that their days are different. And there's a sense of me that feels like obligated somehow to stay, even though I know that's not, like it's valid, but it's not real, and it's not helpful to feel that way. But, you know, it's hard to just turn feelings off like that. So all of that being said, now I don't know what to do because some options are I could stay at this job until May like I had planned, because still at this point I don't know for sure where we're going to move in June or if we're going to stay in Atlanta. Another option could be to just find a new job, like some full-time position, which cons of that are I don't know what I would want that job to be. And I keep having to remind myself that, like, I'm young, I'm 22, I'm not supposed to have my life figured out. So it's okay to not have my life figured out, but also, like, having no idea what I want to do, or what my life could/should look like, or even like what the options are, just feels scary. And I think that these feelings are hitting me now because they didn't hit me back when I actually graduated, because I had that like little straight path planned out for myself. So I could find a new job and see where the future goes from that. And then a third option that I've kind of been juggling that I think would be kind of cool, and I almost hate to mention it because if it were going to happen, I kind of wanted to have a big like surprise moment. So if it does happen, just act like you're surprised, because I think it'd be kind of fun. But I have looked into travel social work a little bit, which cons of that are the fact that most travel contracts are with hospitals, and I don't have any acute care hospital experience, and so I wouldn't want to do those. But there are several that are school social work opportunities, which I do have experience in, or inpatient settings, like inpatient psych settings, which is very similar in the work that I do day to day now that it is in an inpatient psych hospital. Obviously there's differences, but a lot of it is the same. So I've been kind of seeing if I can pursue a kind of contract like that, because pros of that, pay is really good for travel social work. That would take me right up until like April, May, because at that point I would know where we were going to live for the next year, and so then I could get a new job at that point like I had originally planned. Obviously, cons of travel social work are the fact that nothing is guaranteed. Like, even though I can be in contact with a recruiter and everything, like, I'm not guaranteed a contract. And then also con would be like up and leaving for 13 weeks, which could be really fun, or it could be really isolating and not wanting to go back into a long distance relationship. And if I end up hating the job that I'm at day or two, then it's like, well, dang, I did all of this for what? So this is just something that has been on my mind for the past like so many days, and every single day I'm leaning like very much one direction, and then the next day I'm leaning very much another, and then the next day I'm feeling like everything is overwhelming. And those are my little post-grad blues that have been happening probably it's probably been like 2 weeks or so that I have been spending in this crisis so far. And I have no conclusion for you, since we're talking about it in real time instead of afterwards speaking about it. Like I said in the beginning, please respect my thoughts and feelings. I'm not trying to be perfect, so I acknowledge the fact that I'm not perfect. If you have any words of encouragement, or if you've been through a similar thing, I would love to hear it. And for the rest of the day today, I am going to let myself just read, do puzzles, maybe do crosswords, probably make some hot chocolate. I'm just gonna try to coddle myself, be nice to myself, baby myself a little bit, and we'll see if that helps at least a little bit.
It's on you to decide if something changes. Say bye, 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 bye. When you're stuck in chains, well, nothing changes. I just wanna run away and with you. I said now I just wanna run away with you. Don't you wanna know that the tide's changing? Don't you wanna know that the ride is yours? Don't you wanna roam away? Don't you wanna roam? Don't you wanna lie by the ocean and glide to the places above?
I have really got to get gas.
Don't you wanna roam? I'll go where the wind goes. And I'll go where the wind goes.
I love putting 11 gallons of gas into my 12-gallon tank. I was considering, because there's a gas station that's like on my way, but it's a lot further, or there's this gas station that is out of my way, but closer. And I was like, I might as well push it. I might as well. I can make it to the other gas station. But then I chose an option that was good for me and safe for me. One time when I was in high school, I think I've even mentioned this on YouTube before, but one time when I was in high school, someone told me I look like a dinosaur when I yawn. And I think every single yawn that I've taken since that day, like 5 years ago, maybe more than that, 6 years ago, I picture myself as a little dinosaur during it. But I just got back from work. It was a chill day. Maybe I need to take a nap today or something. I don't know. It was a chill day at work, though. I didn't do too much. I was just there for 2 hours. I did get to feeling like, I don't want to, like, not better, but like I did get to feeling less obsessive over my current perils yesterday. I think something that helped that, I did sit and spend time just kind of like read, whatever, but I also sat and spent time to like put away laundry that had been sitting forever and just kind of doing like little things, a couple little things, not all of the little things, but a couple little things that I had been putting off, and I think that helped too, just to feel like productive and everything like that. So I'm gonna try to maybe do the same today, even though I want to just lay around. There's a few things that I've been putting off, such as like washing the bedding, which you probably saw on my little to-do list I wrote this morning, repotting some plants that honestly they probably need to be repotted like a year ago. I haven't been as much of a plant girly as I used to be. A few other things. I'm not really sure. We'll just kind of see. It's really early. I don't really want to talk about it, but I got kind of busy out of nowhere yesterday because, so as you know, I'm about to show you anyways. As you know, our bed used to be against this window, which I get is weird to be against the window, but it was just a setup that we hadn't done before and we had ended up enjoying. And yesterday we realized that a body pillow that was like up at the top of the head of the bed had been like collecting moisture from the window. So whether it was from when it rained or from the temperature changes or anything, it was like soaked back there and like kind of sticky, like it had been soaked for a while. So honestly, probably there was some mold involved too. And so out of nowhere, like not expecting to need to do this, I already had on my to-do list to wash the sheets, but I didn't have on my to-do list to do all of this. We washed like everything, every case, everything, washed the window, and then I ended up moving the bed back to this location so that it is not on the window. So now, this really is how the room used to be, but now a little dresser over here, then we got the mirror, cute little stockings up there. Bed is over here like a normal person now. Nightstand and Christmas tree. Zach's nightstand. There's still a couple things just like around to get picked up before it looks like, oh, so perfect, so clean. But that was a big activity of yesterday. I always feel like I say like, oh, for this reason, blah, 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 and that's why I didn't vlog. And honestly, it's like so many days. If I showed every single thing, it would just be so boring of videos. But also like, that's the real part, you know, that's the real part of the YouTube. I'm curious if you guys vlogged, which part of your day would you be most excited about vlogging? Like maybe like today, the day you're watching it, whatever you're doing today, what would you be most excited to show to other people? I'm very curious. I would love to watch vlogs by you guys. But it is very early this morning because I thought that I was going to wake up at 5 and do a morning workout this morning. I used to do those and Zach wakes up every morning to work out and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'll surprise Zach. I'll come with him on his workout. But then whenever I woke up this morning, it was cold, I was tired. My hair is still a little bit damp from whenever I washed it last night, and Zach's not going to work out. He has to go to work early. So then I was like, I'm just gonna work out tonight like usual, but maybe tomorrow. We'll try again, maybe tomorrow. But I still have like an hour and a half right now before I have to be ready and leave and everything. So I'm just drinking some coffee, reading some book, getting ready for the day. The update as far as my like crisis goes normalize being in crises is that now I'm just very much leaning towards staying at my current job as long as I can, which is hopefully till May. I think that that will look best on a resume, having like the 1 year experience, and also then there won't be any kind of break in income while I may be finding something new. That being said, if some like great opportunity comes or something, I don't want to be closed off to it, but this is how I've been feeling at least for the past 2 days, which is longer than I had been convinced on just one outcome before that. So that's kind of my current state of the union update. But don't come at me if the next video I get on and there's something totally different going on, because as you know, I am unsure of myself right now. I'm gonna eat breakfast though, drink my coffee. I don't know how long this vlog is gonna go until, but we'll see. Hope you have a good morning as well, and I'll see you later. All right, I'm getting close to being ready to go, but I wanted to show you a little OOTD and actually show you instead of doing one of my little like weirdo clips in the entryway. This is my little social work outfit of the day today. I feel like it's a pretty basic one that I wear kind of a lot. The pants I got off ThredUp, but they are dress pants from Express, which is where most of my dress pants are from. Almost all of them are thrifted. I can only think of like 2 dress pants I have that are not thrifted, but these are from Express, and I really enjoy these pants so much that I have the same exact pant in 3 different colors. This shirt is from Old Navy. I don't know if you can tell, it's like a dark green, and it's open back in the back. It's really a workout top, but obviously I wear cardigans, so it doesn't matter that it's open back in the back. I never take my cardigan off. And then my cardigan, I believe, is also from Old Navy that I got freshman year of high school at a Black Friday sale. It was one of the times that we actually like stayed up really late and went shopping, and my 14-year-old self was like, yeah, this cardigan, that's what I want. And then the Ana Luisa pieces that I'm wearing today, I'm wearing the Z necklace. I obviously have my earrings on because I wore those every single day. And then I'm wearing this ring just because I think It is beautiful. Can you see? Look, my nails broke, like the bottom part of it. They haven't grown out that much. That part broke off and then this one broke off kind of jagged, which is kind of disappointing. But the ring is pretty regardless of the nails. Thank you for joining me in this vlog. I think that this vlog is gonna get posted pretty soon. Today is Monday, December 19th, so Christmas is less than a week away. I'm pretty sure this vlog will get posted this week, so I hope you have a very happy holiday season, whatever that consists of for you. I hope you feel just surrounded by warmth and love and hugs. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for taking some moments out of your day to spend them with me, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for working with me on this video.